Okay, so I got a question.
Talk to me.
So Ace Hood, right?
Okay.
Hey, that's where we going with this. Hey, that's where we going.
Not expecting a curveball.
You didn't think I was gonna say Ace Hood, eh?
And then you hit it with that right after.
You didn't know how to react.
What's up? This is Stef Swayne. Welcome to the breakdown. The average person, when you think about music, you don't realize how much of an impact it has on your own life. Let's talk about that Scary Hours 2.
What you think?
Man, that boy
3 songs now.
did it again.
3 songs.
Boy did it again.
No misses.
Nah, he don't miss, man. He don't miss. I mean, the fact that, these are big records that he's just throwing out as Lucy's.
Right.
Like the whole last year, he's just been throwing out Lucy's.
What next? That's a single.
Think that's a single?
No, that's the one for the next album.
So that's gonna be on the okay. Well, like the last Scary Hours, he had God's Plan.
I feel like I can't tell because all of them was on the charts. So I'm like, I don't know what the single is. Like everybody
That's the one
playing
they
all
shot
3.
the treatment for. It got leaked last week or the week before.
Okay.
And then it was mad. Now I see why, because he came back with the video. He's starting to get on his Jay-Z shit.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I'm
he
saying?
driving around the Air Drake just in a chrome-hearted Mercedes, just doing donuts. So what we think, man? Is Drake that good, or is it just?
Well, I was just thinking, like, how long Drake been doing this whole like kind of Lucy thing?
His whole career.
Feel like the whole career.
Think back to like.
I feel like it was a certain moment when he could just throw stuff out there. Like before that, I felt like it was way more calculated, and then he got to the point where he was like,
I still feel like it's calculated now.
well,
Yeah,
it's
I still
calculated,
feel like it's
but
calculated.
I mean, like, they was like, let's do the album, then we're gonna have this single, then this single, and now he's like, I'm gonna throw out something. I'll call it a playlist. I'll put out something. It'll be 3 songs. I could just throw out random singles in.
Yeah, he definitely changing it up with the playlist and mixtape and whatever the vibe is. This ain't the album.
Yeah.
He had Views, and then he had Scorpion, but in between that, he got so much.
Yeah, so many like little projects.
A lot of features.
There's a lot of Kanye dissing between that last album. A lot of Kanye dissing. Question is, do he got another classic album in him?
I feel like if he's gonna do it, it's got to be this one. Like this got to be his blueprint, his Black album.
Somebody, this next album got
His
to be
next
it.
album got to be it because look at what he's dropping. Like that Lemon Pepper freestyle. Like he's dropping songs that you would think would be on the album. Like you could argue that he's killing. Like
Question. So, how many albums has Drake dropped?
So, he got a lot of albums.
if we talk about the official albums,
Yeah, official albums.
He still got a lot.
Thank Me Later,
Thank Me Later, Take Care.
Take
Nothing
Care,
Was the
Nothing Was the
Same.
Same.
They started getting blurry to me after that, but he probably got at least like
Views.
7.
No, what's the debut?
Thank Me Later,
Thank Me Later.
Take Care.
Take Care.
Nothing Was the Same.
Nothing was the same.
I forget the order after
Then
that.
it's so
One
let's just
that
say
if you-
Views,
Yeah,
More Life.
if you're reading this, it's too late.
Oh yeah,
That was a mixtape.
That was a mixtape. More Life wasn't an album; it was a playlist.
yeah, that was a playlist technically. That's what they call that. So they ain't technically
right. So
All of
Anyway.
them is questionable to me. I mean, that's what the streaming changed a lot of that. So
Okay, so that's just 4.
then you got Scorpion and Views. Those are our albums.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's say it's 5, 6.
So
Okay,
that's for 5.
so out of that, how many we think is classics?
I got 2. Yeah.
Okay, so my question is, if he's so good, why doesn't he have more classic albums?
they go back to what we were saying the other day, man. It's like, I think
That conversation about Wayne.
You know what? I had the same conversation with myself about Nas.
Mhm.
I did, because I was wondering. In my mind, I was like, why is Nas? Why do I think Nas is better than Wayne?
Mm.
And it actually kind of goes to this point. It was like, because both of them, the thing that rings true to me with both of them is that their greatness is better than their material in terms of what they put out from like an efficiency standpoint. But I was like, so why do I think Nas is better than Wayne, or is he better than Wayne? And I was like, the only thing I could say is like Nas has a lot of great B-sides.
Yeah, he got
Nas.
great B-sides.
Nah, after you get to Carter and Carter 2,
Nas got way better B-sides.
Well, yeah.
after
But
Carter
Wayne,
2,
we can't take away Wayne's B-sides.
no,
Nah,
we talking about
that's
album.
Okay, well, if you just
album
talking
B-side.
albums, yeah.
Yeah,
No, 'cause
B-side.
those ain't
Wayne got way
B-sides.
more music.
But that's my
than Nas,
thing.
but that's
It's
yeah.
because I'm not listening to 6'7". I'm not listening to Drop the World. He don't got a lot of stuff that you could really like listen to outside of Carter and the Carter 2. It's a few joints on the Carter 3, like Mr. Carter, three Pete was
Yeah,
tough.
he got like they.
But
So Nas is one of them guys who you probably listening to his B-sides more than I feel like Drake is too.
I don't know about that because that's my question about Drake, because his singles are crazy.
singles.
Yeah, but how much on a day-to-day?
Like if we talk about Scorpion, right? I know there's probably 2 to 3, and that's a double disc album, wasn't it?
So we talked about this. So he the one that gets me to replay Drake albums.
They get
Because like
better.
I don't like when Views and Scorpion came out, I might have skimmed through them.
Me
and then
too.
I didn't really play them back. It'll be years later and he'll be like, yo, that I'm on that Scorpion today. And then I go back and listen or whatever. Views, I think it was the other day.
Yeah,
And I was
Views.
cooking and I was like, oh, this
Yeah,
was
the
hard.
Views was hard. Like
But-
his music is better with time.
But the B-sides though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
Listen.
talking about. I don't really listen to the hits. Like I don't feel like anybody like Drake is at that level where he got so much music. Like these are gonna be B-sides, even though they charted. But like we go back and we listen to the album because like his singles are so big. Your One Dances, your Just Hold On, We're Going Homes. Like you don't really. Those are almost his worst songs.
How much does that
I
play
disagree
into
with that.
How much does that play into the comparison? Because if you think about how big Drake's songs are, the singles are like worldwide, blah
Yeah.
blah, number ones, and then his B-sides are like this versus like with Nas, he didn't have the same kind of note of like super fame
Well, yeah.
that Drake has. So like his B-sides and his singles are more closely knit
Right.
to me. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But that's why to me he not like a bigger artist than Drake. Like one thing about with Nas, because then I was like, okay, now I see why I like Nas more, because I could go back today. Like when I heard Illmatic was 2012. Illmatic, like the whole thing through when I first heard it. Illmatic dropped in 94, and it was the crazy thing I ever heard. You know what I'm saying? And it's like still to the day. Versus like I said, something with Wayne. Outside we get to the Carter after the Carter 3, when you get to like I'm Not a Human, this, that, and the third, it's like I ain't listening to this. But it's certain stuff I may work out to. But going back to what you saying with like the B-sides with like Drake, because to me I still go to like Scorpion and will listen to it's like feel good music. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a vibe, it's a sunny day. Like he gonna make a great song.
It's gonna be consistent.
One thing about that boy, he got that formula, and that's why I'm curious. I'm not even asking this because like Scorpion, the only thing I'll go back to, he got a song with Static Major that's hard. He got one more song, and then he got the Talk Up with Jay.
Yeah, you got
He
the
got-
talk
I
up
think-
with Jay. He got a few more than that.
Yeah, he
I
got-
think you sleeping on
he got a few
Scorpion.
on there.
I mean, for me personally, like I wasn't feeling Mob Ties. To me, it felt a little forced, but
I like the records like when I think Drake,
Mm-hmm.
I think of the joints like the Is There More, or the Elevate,
Just straight bars.
or the Ride,
yeah,
Western
that's
Road
the-
that's
Flows.
the straight bars,
That's the
yeah.
Drake that I.
But that's so like you said, I think that's a great like and this because I'm trying to get to something. Like I'm trying to figure it out as I'm talking through it. Like Western Road Flows like dope. You know what I'm saying? But that's but to me it's like also like why
Tuscan Leather.
But it's like, okay, he'll have 2 or 3 of those on the album with the singles. And then he have a whole bunch of like, they all right.
But that's what makes the classic albums the classics. Like to me, it's Take Care,
But-
Nothing Was the Same.
So, but this is my thing, and this is actually kind of go back to our conversation we talked about Wayne. If you're that great, you shouldn't have that much space in between. Like it's like, okay, you have 4 singles and you have 3 other hits, and then it's a lot of spaces in between. Because it's like what's missing for it to be a classic album? It ain't the singles.
See what I think the singles. I don't know. I feel like those records, like the ones I talk about, make his music as time go on classic. Like the whole album might not be classic, but he got way more. I think Drake is one of them artists who, in about 10 years, or he may, man, who knows, he may still be on the run, or at least still be fighting, look relevant. But let's just say 20 years, right? Because a lot of people having their 20th anniversaries now with albums and stuff like that.
Right.
They're starting to be a thing to celebrate. And I feel like in about 20 years, a lot of people going to go back to these records and be like, no, man.
But I don't know.
They're gonna say it's a classic album.
I don't know. I don't think we're gonna do that about all his albums.
Not all his albums. No, I'm saying records, not.
But we saying he got great records. We're talking about my question is like, why doesn't he have more classic albums? And I'm only saying that because his talent and ability and skill and what he puts out is so crazy.
We can say that, like you said about Wayne and Nas, like we was talking about that. I look at classic albums like championships and the NBA or something, right?
But my bad. Go ahead.
So I don't know if I'm getting to your point, but so okay, we know how great, we know Kobe is the GOAT to us. Of course you got MJ, but think of in their eras, think of these other players that played. Think of the Melos, think of the Charles Barkleys, the Patrick Ewings.
But I don't put. So that's a great point.
You know, so that's what I'm asking. Is that what you're saying? Like the Tracy McGrady's,
what you saying,
or MVP seasons?
But Drake ain't in that category. He is a LeBron type,
right?
You see what I'm saying?
So are you saying so?
Nas is, Wayne is,
right? Okay.
So that's why I'm asking that question.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. So I agree with you with Drake being in that top tier with the LeBrons and all of them. So. LeBron hasn't won the championship every year. LeBron hasn't won the MVP every year. Kobe didn't win the championship every year. Kobe didn't win the MVP every year. Shaq didn't win the championship every year. Shaq didn't win the MVP every year. So does that take away? I'm looking at classic albums like either a championship season or an MVP season.
I'm not saying that it has to be a classic every time. Like my thing is, this is a conversation we was having like last time. Like it's crazy to me that we'll say like Kendrick got 4 classics. Or T.I. got 4 or 5 classics. Kanye got 5 classics. But then we'll say Drake got 2.
Like, he might have just. I'm looking at those guys like they just had great seasons.
Yeah, I mean, maybe certain artists are more album artists than others.
But so I'm just saying this because I don't get it.
Right.
Like you see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but I'm also thinking like how many people how many rappers legitimately have like more than 3 classic albums? Like that's hard to do.
I'm gonna say so. Let's talk about it.
So we got Kanye.
I'm gonna say
like you just named like Tip got.
I would say
like at least 4.
How many we think Jeezy got?
1.
Classic.
Maybe classic 1. I want to say.
I want to give it.
Okay.
2.
Okay. No. I'm just throwing names out, and I just want y'all to give me y'all feedback.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. You see how we have to squeeze.
No. So bet. I'm just throwing names out there because I don't know. All right. So Jeezy. My bad. Jeezy off the list. Damn, I got a brain fart just that quick. I felt that.
But like, I'm even going through like, okay, so who was out around like Tip time? You know, like Luda. How many classic albums?
Luda got about.
To me, he got maybe 3. Maybe 3.
So if Luda got 3, does that make him better than your favorite artist?
Nope.
Nas, they got 2?
Right.
No, Nas got more than 2.
I'm just saying. If
but if
Nas had 2, or if
it did, but see,
not if you look at the holistic picture.
right,
and that's what you got to do with Drake.
Nah, because my question is like, but Luda also stopped rapping. Like, how many albums did he even put out?
He still put out a handful of albums.
How many?
He put about at least 4 or 5.
4 or 5, and you say he got 3?
He had Southern Hospitality.
Put out like 6, 7.
Yeah, he got Chicken and Beer.
He got a lot of albums.
I mean, he had Southern Hospitality. He had
Classic. Which one do you think is classic?
Back for the First Time.
Classic. Incognito.
Word of Mouth.
Those
2 classics in my opinion.
Word of Mouth. Chicken and Beer. Classic.
And then again, they start
the first 3 of his.
That's why I say 3. Them first 3. Really.
I don't know if I would call. I'm gonna call Back for the First Time a classic, word of mouth, I really enjoyed
That's
it.
definitely a classic to me. If none of the other ones,
What is on that? Roll out, all that.
Yeah.
That might be a classic.
bro, it's got a
No,
lot.
they
It's
got
got
a lot
that
of-
Saturday.
Yeah, they got
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot.
they-
They got a
Go to
lot. He got
Sleep.
that.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's a
got
classic.
area
He got two
codes,
classics.
like-
He got two classics. Chicken and beer.
Chicken and beer is
Yeah.
arguable.
I'm
like
gonna
it.
say 2.
But
Yeah,
it's
he
also
got,
like,
bro. He technically got. If you don't even count Incognito, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He got like 8 or 9 albums. So he didn't put out a lot. But after, the Red Light District had a few on there. But after like the Red Light District, Release Therapy was all right, and then it started getting a little.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
That's everybody kind of got
He
their
started
old
acting.
man. Yeah,
That's
everybody
what
got
I'm
their
saying.
old
I mean,
man.
but he had a huge run.
But
He
yeah,
was
so
hot.
that's out of like 8 albums. He got 2, maybe 3.
Okay, so let's say 2, maybe 3. So let's just put Luda.
Yeah.
We got Luda. You said who else was out there? Wayne got. We talked about this. Wayne got 3.
Yeah, we ain't got.
Yeah, he
3.
got the Carter series. So Wayne got 3. You said how did y'all feel about Cole? I said Cole had.
Wayne got.
Cole. J.
I
Cole.
said 2 because
2.
I counted KOD. But really,
It's
it's a strong.
It's a strong.
You can't
one.
argue 2014.
Yeah, it's a strong one.
But everything
Okay.
else
So
is
y'all
up
put
for
Future
grabs.
in that?
Hey man,
But
Future album, see, Future ain't an album.
Dirty Sprite 2 is a classic.
It depends. I don't even know actually what is considered his albums versus.
Dirty Sprite
like,
2 is a classic.
tapes.
We just
but
go.
let's roll
Dirty
with
Sprite
that.
2 is a
So
classic.
who else? Kanye off top.
Kanye got-
Jay off top.
Jay
Yeah.
got him.
That's what I'm saying. It's not that many. If
Yeah,
you really
But-
think
but-
about it,
but
it's not
I-
that
but-
many.
But my thing is Drake is there.
He is, but I feel like Drake is like LeBron, the hip hop LeBron.
Personally, I feel like the reason Drake don't have more classic albums is because to me, a lot of songs on the album, they too similar to me. Like stuff just don't stand out.
Like I don't know, like the joint he did with Michael Jackson record. It's like it was on
That was on
Scorpion. Yeah, it's on Scorpion, and it's like
My thing with Drake is like I'm gonna continue to say, and we got this on film, and I feel like years down the line, I'm gonna be right about this. A lot of people gonna go back and be like, Drake was that boy.
yeah, but
I mean,
that's
yeah,
not
nobody-
nobody.
Yeah, I know,
got
but
it.
I'm saying it's the
You
they
talking
They
about
gonna
gonna
have
be,
a better
albums,
appreciation
though?
for his album.
Yes, I think
I strongly disagree.
I don't think so. No, I
I think his
disagree.
albums get better with time. To me,
I think they just
not on
flow.
the classic
I think
level.
they flow well. That's why like every time you would hit me up and be like, "Yo, I'm on that Views or whatever," and if I was doing something like cooking, which I was that one time, it works because like it just got a vibe all the way through. But that didn't make it necessarily like this. Oh, that was a classic. Oh, that was a classic. It was just like, oh, he was spitting on that.
So yeah. Well, we kind of on the same page.
So I
but-
guess never mind. I don't know, cause no, I just feel like I was about to go to a black hole in my own mind. Like I was just curious about like what. So what is that? What is that magic that keeps? You know what I'm saying? That people can't
I feel like
necessarily
you gotta
get.
kind of reinvent on each album. Like that's how people to me end up kind of finding like Kanye is the master of that, right? Like Kanye first 5 albums just like I'm changing. I'm gonna switch it up. Kendrick did that.
Did he though?
Yeah.
How? Talk to me.
Bro,
talk
think
to
about
me.
how Good Kid sound and how To Pimp a Butterfly sound.
But to me, the content is still the same. Only thing you
No,
know,
I
I
ain't
talk
talking
about
about. I
production.
ain't talking about. Yeah, well, I'm talking about the sound. Like
But if we're talking about the sounds,
I'm talking about all of it. But I'm saying you look at Kendrick. I looked at him a little differently after To Pimp a Butterfly. Like
no, but I'm saying, but why? Because you said he reinvented himself. What did he reinvent?
he was rapping on. To me, Good Kid was like he rapping on some dope beats.
Okay.
And then To Pimp a Butterfly was like, oh, he rapping on jazz.
So you talking
funk.
production?
Yeah, and
yeah,
I'm
but
talking
he
content.
changed- He evolved as an artist the way
Yeah.
he even like presented.
How? What does evolve mean? Break that down.
Just like the presentation of the whole thing.
And his subject matter, to me,
Yeah,
it wasn't
'cause-
the same.
The
To me,
presentation.
he always been like on some core black, and then
Yeah,
some
he
small
has, but
LA
I feel like
type stuff.
but I feel like To Pimp a Butterfly, he was way more. I think he even talked about it too, like going on a trip to where Nelson Mandela was from or something like that. Like in that To Pimp a Butterfly, it was more of a
To me, it's less about the content and more just about the whole presentation. Because that's what I feel like Kanye mastered. Like,
So you don't
going
think-
from album to album.
So you don't think other people reinvent themselves to the same level Kendrick did from album to album?
I
'Cause
mean,
to me, it's
who
not
we
a big
compare him
jump.
to?
Anybody. You saying there's a reinvention. I understand Kanye because every time it was something
Kanye was
different.
really, really
Except
different.
for, but my thing is like, I'm still going to Kendrick for Damn, the Untitled, To Pimp a Butterfly, Good Kid, Mad City, and I'm still getting the core Kendrick.
Yeah.
He made packages different, but the core is still the same.
But who else even? So if we, because it is heavily for me production related. But who else even evolved that much production wise?
I would even say Cole, and Cole don't have classic albums like that. Sideline Story don't
To
sound.
me,
nothing
Cole
like,
just refined like what he did.
You think Sideline Story and
He was still using samples and like.
I mean, but they always using samples. But you think his first album and second album production wise is just a refinement?
I feel like he branches out a little bit, but it's not like a complete evolution.
That's crazy. Hold up, so no, but production wise, Sideline Story, Mr. Nice Watch.
I don't really. Sideline Story was half mixtape joint.
just-
But
Okay,
even
but
if you look
even
at,
as a
even if you
producer-
look
Okay,
at,
even but I'm saying taking that in and then taking the second joint like Land of the Snakes,
yeah,
all of that.
But to me, it's the sound of it was still core cold sound. It was like samples, boom bappy drums, and then him spitting.
So you think,
Like I said, he
Kendrick's-
refined it. He got better, and he like maybe picked stuff a little better.
So you think Kendrick's
Kendrick from Good Kid to Pimp a Butterfly was definitely different.
Yeah, it's
than
a big difference.
Sideline
To me.
to
It probably
That's crazy
mostly a lot of production, but I still think some of the subject matter he got better, but a little more like he went through a little bit more, like he's seen a little bit more. But
now the person
That's
who
crazy.
probably actually stayed to me. Well, I don't know. He kind of evolved too, but like Tip.
I was about to say Tip did, but I also say Wayne changed a lot.
Yeah, Wayne changed.
And that didn't help.
But he
with
didn't
the-
execute. He didn't execute as much as well. Like
is Wayne's situation Wayne, or is Wayne's situation the business behind Wayne?
No, I can't see nobody telling Wayne what he gonna do from a business standpoint.
well,
They're not gonna tell him what he's gonna do in the studio, but
You got a point, though,
It
Steph.
you know
actually
what I'm
went,
saying?
but Manny Fresh was like a thread
You got a point.
through a lot of
How?
that.
Talk to me. Break that down.
I mean, we all
Go
know
to-
about
go
his
to Black Hole.
contract situation.
But that's like after 8 albums in. That man
Yeah.
went
Yeah,
on
but
by
at the same
himself.
time, you already signed your life away.
But he
Yeah,
didn't care
you
about that
stuck.
after like 15 years.
Yeah,
He
because
chose to do I'm How to Love, all that rock star stuff. That was his
right.
decision.
But I'm saying, as far as when you say execution, I'm thinking about like the total packaging with the release and how it's handled and
But
everything.
all those were still super big releases. He
absolutely.
came
Yeah,
out
those
with
big releases.
like when they did
But look about some of them, like, okay, so
like I'm Not a
How to
Human.
Love and all of that. Look how long, like the Carter 3, that was Carter 4. I feel like it was like
It was a while before.
But that's because he
Several
also put in
years.
I'm Not a Human in between that. He also put out albums between that.
I think Wayne went more like he went more mainstream than his core audience because his Carter 1, 2, really Carter 1 and 2 audience is basically mixtape
Yeah,
Wayne.
yeah.
Yeah.
Carter 3 was kind of like I'm gonna dip my toe
Everybody.
into this.
Yeah.
He started
and
jumping
then
and he fell in there.
went all the way in.
The point of this conversation is going back to the point of what you said about if the more people change, the more it helps them to get a classic album.
if they execute it right though,
so
If they execute it
If
right.
they execute
But
it right.
my point is,
which is hard to do, which is why everybody don't have
so,
classes.
but it go
like
back
that.
to my point where it's like, so what's the point even if you change? My whole thing was like, there's people who've changed, but it didn't help them.
Oh well, I mean, it's up to them whether they change, how much they choose to like switch it up. That's totally on them. But I feel like the people who are able to do it successfully,
But who is that? But my thing is, I don't know if that's important because, like you said, if it's so small, then why is it even significant?
well, we talking about how to get like a classic out, like how to get multiple classics.
right
Because if you
in 3.
right, like
First of all, let's see. Can we name 5 artists who have 3 classic albums?
so we already talked about Kanye.
So we got
Tip,
Kanye, Tip,
technically Wayne got 3. You
Yep.
said more than 3 or 3?
Yeah, I know
Jay-Z.
he's got 3.
Jay, who else? Who's got
Kendrick.
classic?
Kendrick.
That's
Can
5.
we name 5 more? Nas,
no, wait, what 3 does
Yeah,
Nas have?
Nas got 3.
King's Disease, Still
Mad,
Mad,
Illmatic.
It was Real.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say 3 out of.
Y'all
Yeah.
hate I Am, but I'm
Yeah,
fucking
I
with
Am was terrible, bro.
it. Nah, y'all
No, I hate to say that.
Listen,
Something negative like
Not
that.
terrible though.
No,
Go ahead,
it
but
wasn't
we still got.
terrible.
So we said Nas, Kendrick,
Yeah. Who else? Oh, Luda.
Luda got 3.
Rapper.
Sex and all this hip hop.
Well, that's a group.
That's
that's
Outkast.
Outkast.
Talking about,
But they got 3.
they
Yeah,
definitely.
they
do.
definitely got 3.
It ain't. I don't know. I'm probably drawing a blank right now. Somebody.
Not even 10 artists that got 3.
Right.
No.
Right. Yeah, I don't think
Pop?
Dude, DMX got 3 classics.
Yes.
So
Hold on.
I know you
X-
got 2.
DMX got,
I know you
so.
got
His
2.
first 3 was crazy.
First 3
was
probably
smashes,
3.
but
I know X
I'm
is my
slipping.
name if that flesh.
Hot as
flesh
hell.
and flesh
Hot
and
as-
blood. Yeah.
that
So yeah, it's a small tier. It's like an elite tier. that can
Now,
do
let me
that.
ask y'all this question.
talk to me.
Because we're getting older, right? We all in our 30s. And so I feel like the older we get, the better the music that we grew up with sounds. So when we calling certain stuff classic, is it really a classic? Or is it because of the nostalgic feeling we have?
Most of the ones I'm thinking about is pretty objective.
I would say the thing I would say is I think it's 2 things. I think you either call it a classic because you could say like it's a classic for that time.
Right.
Or it could be something that is a classic, like I said, like Illmatic.
Right.
Like,
Illmatic
it's-
is a...
Like, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
a
But even
classic,
like Reasonable Doubt, you know what I'm saying? Blue, it don't matter. Like, bruh, like you said, it's almost 20 years. Like I can still listen to Take Care. Right. To this day, I can still listen to the Carter.
So let me
You
get
know
back
what I
to
mean?
that Scary Hours too.
Yes.
What kind of impact did Drake have on like
With this Scary Hours too,
with this Scary Hours too in terms of where music
it's
has
going.
come from and where it's going?
Yeah, I mean, dog, you got the top 3 spots on the Billboard from Lucy's, man. I mean, the impact.
To me, it's at that point. He's at that plateau where it's like there's so much brand trust with Drake, and like you said, because even a lot of the songs to me still sound familiar Drake songs, but I can't go nowhere else to get this. So it's like it's such a proven product. It's almost like Apple. Apple could announce tomorrow that they launching
Man,
the
that's an amazing analogy, bro.
Yeah.
That's an amazing
saying?
analogy.
That's
That brand
That's
loyalty
an
is
amazing.
brand loyalty.
That's an amazing because
Yeah.
now that I think about it, it's like as soon as it come out, we like okay, we feeding for
already
that
I
new
don't
Drake.
even be rushing to bump new Drake no more because I know
Everybody else gonna hit it.
everybody gonna tell me about it.
Right.
So like I saw that it came out and I was like, all right, I might check that out later. Every post, every story.
He know people like me, people like you, like who like hearing them bars and like hearing people talk spicy. He's gonna give us one of those. Then for the people like who just like hits, like the casual, like the casual fan, that's what's next. He gonna give you one of those,
too,
like
yeah.
a hit for the.
They gonna get the feature, the Lil Baby feature.
But this is my exact point. You is making my point that I don't understand.
So you saying why he didn't do this for albums?
No, it's like he know the formula. Drake is the algorithm.
But see, to me, it's
he-
two different things.
He's the algorithm.
He said Drake is the algorithm.
He's the
To me, it's
algorithm.
two different things though, because knowing what people want and just being able to give them like something that
making-
works right now.
Is Drake more of a, like you said, I want to be Apple. I want to be that guy to change the game. I want the numbers. I want to reach the plateaus that nobody's reached. Or does Drake want to be the artist, like known for like I get the busiest, I'm the best.
He always talks about that. Yeah, he always talk about that. That's what he said he wants. That's what he always talk about. You know what I'm saying?
He's still talking about proving himself.
And being known for like I'm the guy with the bars.
And that's how you can tell, bro, with like stuff like Lemon Pepper Freestyle, BB King Freestyle, 4M, Calabasas, all that type of stuff. He's giving you them bars, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, Rob, what you?
He an interesting case, man. I mean, he do a feature or he do a remix or something on your joint, and you Giveon. You was talking about Giveon, like, did people really? I mean, it's like, yeah, I knew about him. I knew some underground R&B, but then he do that, and now it's like,
Yeah, just like Summer Walker, I didn't know who she was until
Drake got on there? See, but that's low key. That's a whole move. Like you'll get the record that's bubbling, and then you
but
just
Drake
leverage.
do that often.
I know, but what it does for him, it keeps him hot between
Yeah, it
albums.
does. And see, that's why I feel like that's the game he playing to me.
Well, no, so there's a
because it's making them hot too. So
No, that's fine though.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it works. It's a benefit for him,
right.
in the long run. And
Jay
then it helps
used to
them
kind
out.
of
So
do
he
that a
looked
little
like
bit.
he putting them on too.
Nah, Jay had that run in between. Anybody like remember like when Juvie hot like he on there, and then when he became Def Jam, oh yeah.
Right.
And that's why I say I think Drake is sitting back, and I think Drake is a student of the game, and he looked at how Jay did it, he looked at how Ye did it,
Right.
and I kind of feel like he mixed it all up in the pocket.
And how Wayne did it.
And how Wayne did
Wayne
it,
rock
right?
on
Wayne,
everybody joint
he
too.
went to Lil Wayne University, so.
But I feel like that's the game he playing, maybe more so than like.
You know what I think it is though? I think it, and this actually really go back to me pondering about, because I have the utmost respect for Wayne and I love Wayne. Mm-hmm. So it made me wonder, because as I said before, I don't look at Wayne as a tier below anybody. Mm-hmm. He's not in the top 5, but he's at the level of my top 5. Yeah. And the only, you know what I'm saying, there's just a few albums that really separates it. But it made me ask, like, and I think you guys kind of hit this, like, man, what does Wayne do? Wayne makes great singles, and a lot of his stuff is features. But when it comes in between, you know what I'm saying, in between songs, it's a lot of, it's cool. Or I'm going there to hear Wayne, like, I'm going there to hear Wayne's greatness, but it's not a great song. You know what I'm saying?
His greatness is in the verses.
Even, like, it's in, like, his style and his flow, and it's like, so I'm like, dang, to me, that's what separated Nas. Because I could listen to Second Childhood, Purple, Papa Was a Player, and they never get old. But I also feel like that's the difference between like a Nas who, like, he never dumbed down his music.
But okay, so with saying that, back to this Drake, do you feel like he's definitely in his own lane?
Yep.
So what is it with him though? Like with the Scary Hours too, what are you waiting on? Like does he have anything else to prove? What does he have to solidify his spot after the Scary Hours?
What's his spot?
What is his spot? That's what I'm asking too. Like where we at with it?
He LeBron.
If you equate classic albums to championships though, he ain't even LeBron on that. But he got the numbers.
This is why I disagree with y'all, because the difference with Bron is that we at least know a framework of how we judge players. Now, my issue.
Well, that's why I was wondering how we was gonna compare it.
But that's my thing. See, with Drake, you can't compare him with another rapper. But this is the thing Drake did. Drake, like I said, look at his top 20 records. They're all pop and R&B records.
Yeah,
his platform
really
is built on
with
pop
rappers.
And rap. So I'm saying his raps is his B-side. 4 AM in Calabasas. Yeah. So you can't. It's like him making a platform on pop and then using that as leverage to say I'm the best rapper.
He's a rapper though. You know
but he didn't. But no, hold up.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it's almost sound like y'all saying y'all can compare him as an artist, but don't compare him as a rapper.
No, what I'm saying,
but
he is
out rap.
No, but this is the thing though. Rappers. You can't say how great of a rapper he is because he didn't build his legacy off just rapping.
He wouldn't do the same numbers as purely a rapper.
That's the part where we don't know.
I mean, we don't know it, but I think
that's the part we don't know.
I think honestly, I think you couldn't. I think he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do the same.
But I feel like he know that. That's why he.
Yeah.
That's why he's still throwing. So we all saying we not mad at it. We're just trying to break down Drake and understand
that's
him.
the double-edged sword. He played the game right, especially the music game, because you know who the consumer is, and that's why you keep feeding to him. God's playing One Dance. Like it's only 13% black people in America. It's only
that's why I'm trying to figure out why he trying to. It's like you trying to prove yourself.
Because he always wanted that respect.
That's what he wanted.
That's what he wanted.
That's why I feel like that's why he threw out the lemon pepper freestyles, because he'll have people like us.
Yeah. It's like,
but he know everybody gonna listen to it because of who he is now.
Exactly. But even then, like, remember when he came out with like when he first came out, bruh, them interludes, all that.
That
like,
9 a.m. in Dallas.
Like what?
Like with him and Omarion. Like
like the So Far Gone and stuff.
Yes, like when he first came out, bro, and that's why the first single was what's the first single?
On So Far Gone?
No. Thank Me.
On Thank Me Later. Was it
Kanye?
Not You Fancy.
You better find your love.
You know my everything.
Best I ever had.
Best I ever had.
That was on So Far Gone.
Yeah,
And then
that
he
was-
threw
led
it on
with
Thank
that.
Me Later. Yeah.
yeah, it was technically.
But it was technically-
It gets blurry right there.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
that song's up.
But the point is, what we saying is like what is his praise?
To me, he just
As a
wanted. He
rapper.
one of the greatest artists
There we go.
of all time.
Right.
Yeah, like
I can give him that.
I look at him like I look at Kanye.
yeah. So just to be clear, like when we breaking this down, this Drake and this Scary Hours, it's not like it don't sound like none of us are like mad at what we all. This
you
is all
can't-
bigging up Drake
No.
for being a
Can't hate
genius.
on that.
Nah, bro.
Like we can't.
He
So
a genius.
so it's safe to say Drake and Kanye. We can't even put them in the like. We got to put them in the category
They-
with
they
our
broke-
overall
bro.
artists, the Michael
Yeah.
Jacksons, the
Overall artists.
Beyonces.
The only
Stevie
difference to me,
Wonders.
Kanye got them albums though.
He do.
Like Kanye know how to put together an album.
I'm a critical thinker. You dig what I'm saying? I gotta throw some up there just to shake some up.
Shake the
Just to
table
get-
up.
Just to get people's opinions. You dig what I'm saying? That's all. Because I'm curious. The other thing about when we talk about like the greatest rappers and talk about trying to find his place, and as you said, like Kanye, like I said, to me, Drake is the algorithm. And this is what puzzles me, and this is why I asked about the classic albums, because I feel like nobody understands better how to create a great record, which is why I don't understand in between album cuts why there's like such a drop off. Like even if it ain't a single, and don't get me wrong, he definitely got those joints as well, but I think there should be a higher percentage or efficiency because of how great he is. Now, but with that being said, what about all the flows and styles that Drake has took?
Oh, here we go. I got a good.
Go ahead. You can shut it down. Talk to me. But Drake literally took Big Sean.
That's
flow.
why I say Drake is one of the best artists. Because if you think about like the big artists, they know, they find out the formula. Okay, this is what everybody
And
do.
that's-
and then they do it to a higher level.
especially the early stuff. Like you can see him trying to rap like Wayne. See him rap like Luda. You see him rap like Big. He took, as he admitted, took Big
That
Sean.
Big Sean,
flow.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then it was all the cultural stuff.
Yeah, then he
So
started
then he
going
got
to-
on the wine music and the Caribbean stuff. He took that.
Then
And like
he
you
got on
said,
the UK.
Wayne and M, the only people that say stuff creatively.
Influence.
No, but there's a difference between influence and I'm just mimicking exactly what I saw. Like you said,
Okay, so I got a question.
talk to me.
So Ace Hood, right?
Okay.
Hey, that's where we going with this. Hey, that's where we going.
Not expecting a curveball.
You didn't think I was gonna say Ace Hood, eh?
And then you hit it with that right after.
I
I'm
didn't know how to react.
I was like,
He was like,
right,
so.
right.
I was like, oh.
Like, you ain't know I was going Ace Hood.
Talk to
The
me.
flow Ace Hood had.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't too familiar with Ace Hood flow.
I mean, I know him from the singles.
I know from
We'll
the
just go
singles,
back.
but-
Riding
Okay,
around,
af-
I'm getting.
Right. So after, let's just when
Not
we get
right
done
now.
with this, when y'all on your way home, listen to
Check it
Ace Hood, and then go listen to Meek Mill, go listen to Migos, go listen to all them. Like,
Right.
can we say Ace Hood? Just and then we'll talk. We'll talk on the text on the.
So
group
you just
text
talking about
after
as far
that.
as like his style, like people big his
Yeah,
style?
like I feel like
Oh,
there's
people bit his style.
absolutely Future, Chief Keef,
You know what I remember about Ace
Migos.
Hood,
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, just certain artists.
I do feel like it wasn't a lot of people flowing the way Ace Hood
Yeah.
was flowing at that time.
Yeah, I think Meek is the one that really did it the most that stands out. Like,
Kinda like-
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. Everybody.
Ran
But I'm saying, did he do like, and then it ain't just like, it'd be one thing if, like y'all talking about somebody taking one person's style. If Meek did took Ace Hood to try to rap like T.I., then try to rap like Jay-Z, like, that's a whole nother thing, bro.
But that's why I say he an artist, because like it's almost like somebody wrote it for you. It's like they ain't write the words, but
Quinn
they
Miller.
gave you the song.
I feel like I feel like y'all boy disrespecting
No,
Drake.
no,
a
no,
little
no.
bit.
But look,
And I know you're not. I know
can't
you're
take
not.
nothing away from Drake. I'm just saying like
But I'm also like curious. I'm genuinely curious, like, because it's always two different arguments.
That's
to me.
what makes him great, man. Like,
But it's like
that's what makes him a great artist.
But see, it's like there's the stats and stuff, right? And there's the platform and the success, and then there's actually the merit of creativity, like the actual integrity. And that's why I bring it up in terms of how do you view him
How you
for
view
that.
him.
Some people may not even care for it.
Yeah.
I'm asking the question like, is that even a knock from an integrity standpoint?
It ain't a knock to me just because I don't view him as like I just view him as an artist. So I'm like,
But see, that's the funny part because he wants to be viewed.
hey, that's on him.
Yeah, but he put him. Yeah, I feel like he made that bed. So
Yeah. I'm like,
That's
a great compliment to me. Like, bro, we view you as larger than life. Like you huge.
Right,
like
right.
when I think it's there, I'm gonna tell you this category that I put, and you tell me how you feel about it. Both of you are. So there's a whole nother category that I got. In that category, I got Stevie Wonder. I got Michael Jackson. I got Beyonce. I got Drake. I got Kanye. I got Jay-Z. I got Bob Marley.
Oh, this a whole category?
Yeah, just a whole different category.
Of what?
Lauryn Hill.
just like great artists.
Yeah, just great art. Just
But I just,
You saying Drake is in that category?
yeah, he in that category.
I can't.
You don't got him in there.
I mean,
I can't-
technically,
I can't
we just
because I
looking
don't.
at great artists,
I feel
but-
like in the next 15 years, he'll be people
But
have him in.
no. This is what I'm saying. I can't because I don't view like it's like maybe as a superstar.
how do you differentiate him?
Because no, like he said, Jay, like Jay is like rappers is different because you just ain't producing great record. You have to have a sense of integrity in terms of like your.
But he
flow.
also named a ton of singers though.
That's why I'm saying I couldn't.
Oh, so
That's
I
what
mean, you saying like, yo, when it comes to great artists like Stevie Wonder, Bob Marley, these people, Drake is on that list.
I would have to put him more in that category than the rap category.
But you mentioned Jay though.
He can out rap.
I would, yeah, I probably actually, because especially like you said, in time when you look back, like the impact globally.
That's what
let's have that question. Let's have that.
I'm putting
ready to
all
get
that in there too. Jay-Z, I feel like is the only one that's, and Kendrick is gonna be in that category
Yeah,
too.
when you look back at the
Jay-Z.
global impact, just like those
Oh yeah,
artists.
impact. I'm
Snoop.
talking about at rapping wise. Let me ask y'all this: I'm talking history wise. Who's a better rapper than Drake? Name him.
Most of our top fives.
Give it to me.
If we
So,
talking about,
like-
we talking about just rapping. bars.
Rapping.
Yeah, the staples, the
And that can
Jay, the
either be
Biggies,
lyricism or just their ability, like how they say something that made you feel.
the
something.
Jays, the Biggies, the Nas, the Pop. Well,
I put Pac on there, not because of lyricism, because how
yeah,
the way he
if
say
we,
it. I don't
yeah,
think
not
Pac-
just lyricism, but yeah.
Pac.
And then I think
like, do you put Lupe in there?
Lupe is a better rapper
Than Drake?
like, lyrically. Yeah,
That's what I'm.
For sure.
I'm curious. Where is Drake?
Right, that's what I'm saying. he's so
Do y'all have
unorthodox.
Kendrick a better rapper than Drake?
Bar for bar, yeah.
yeah, I think so.
Woo! That's crazy to me, boy.
You
Y'all
think Drake
say-
a better rapper than Kendrick?
Hell no.
No, that's what I'm saying. Kendrick
Oh,
is better.
I just asked y'all. Do y'all think? I don't know. Maybe that's the one talking.
No, you asked them.
You said is Kendrick better? We
Yeah,
said
we
yeah.
said yeah.
Oh, I thought y'all.
That's what I was like.
that's
Damn,
the
you
one
feel
talking.
like that?
That's the one
That's
talking.
why. That's why I talk.
That's one talk. My fault.
I was like,
But
man,
like
but-
KD said,
So where do we put Drake?
you get that's
As a
that's
rapper.
a great
Rapper?
breakdown.
He top 10.
I
I don't know.
he
We
top
just
10 for me.
hey.
But
It
he-
depends on is Drake like. It
He might be
depends
top
on-
25.
My thing is,
Just rapping, though.
Who is out rapping him right now today?
Today,
Well, that's a different.
I would still put Lupe.
It might be
I still
five
put
people.
If you
Royce.
talking about people that's
Five people.
still putting the music out, it's still a lot of people.
It might be 5 people in the
'Cause
rap-
Nas just put an
in the
album
rap
out.
game that's relevant. I mean,
But that's
So
still
we
that's.
talking
I ain't gonna lie. That may be debatable right now.
What?
man.
Like the type of time. Hey, that boy nice. Drake. That might be debatable right
You
now.
saying like he top 5 right now?
Hungry.
No. He said if we had like the cipher, if Nas and Drake
It's a cipher.
in a cipher, but you know who?
Drake gonna finish. He gonna finish in the top 3.
Nah.
He ain't gonna be Nas to me still.
You still got Jay. And he still ain't gonna beat Eminem. We'll
Ain't
see.
no way.
Eminem gonna beat everybody.
But
in
no,
the
it's at
cypher.
least those 3.
I still got Lupe, Royce.
Royce.
Are tough.
It's a lot of lyricists that's
You know
better
what I'm saying?
rappers.
We going
It's
That's what goes back to the point where you can't put Drake in any box because it's like
no, but it goes to your question. Where do we put him?
No, but on the rapper list to me,
But I
he
go
more
back
like,
to what you say, Steph.
he more like top 25 to me rapper wise.
if we just going
Like he not top 5. He not top.
Where
10.
you got him at? KD, talk to us.
Top 20. Cam said top 25. So it's
I didn't say he was 25.
No, he said all time. He said all
I didn't
time.
say he was 25. I'm just saying. I'm saying
He
he's
just
not
said
in
all
top
time.
10.
25.
All
I'm
time.
saying
That's
he
what
not in
said.
top 10.
Top 25 all time. Too.
yeah.
Look Yeah, look how he took that. Look how he took that.
But look, Drake ain't in the top 10 all-time rappers to me. Drake is an interesting case study, man.
He's an interesting, you know.
Cause he great, and I feel, you know what? I low key kind of feel like it messed with him. Cause I low key feel like it's that tug of war of like, where do I really belong? You know what I'm saying? Cause
Almost like that identity cry. He's still trying to find himself
in a way, even though he know who he is and he's straight.
So let me ask y'all: if Certified Lover Boy comes out and it's crazy,
I'm expecting it to.
Will you know? Like, what would need to be different about this album compared to like the
Nothing.
last one?
To me, nothing. Cause
He gotta be consistent.
even though
He can't
we
be
saying he ain't
wrong.
got classic albums, all his albums still crazy. And here's the other thing: when they
that's
drop,
that's what I was trying to say earlier.
yeah, that goes going to
all
my
his
point about
albums are
like.
good.
But I also feel like a lot of the hype will push it. Like the hype, not a lot of the hype.
You can't separate it. You can't separate it from the hype at this point.
You gonna have your singles, and then you gonna have 2 to 3 joints that's still great.
Crazy
that could have been
B-sides.
singles.
Yeah.
And the hype of that, and the excitement, and all the replay value is gonna push it so much. But then when
Right,
it comes
but
to
that's not
listening
what
to
I'm
it-
talking about. I'm talking
Okay.
about why the three of us and KD are here now, while we doing this now, while we breaking down everything now, because we have never been them type of guys who is gonna let that influence our ears.
No, that's
so
real, that's real,
that's
that's
why I'm
real.
asking you all. Certified Lover Boy comes out and it's crazy, like KD said. Carter 2 crazy.
So that's why I'm thinking like,
Black Album.
will he end up? Will it? If it's crazy, right? Will it be crazy because he probably has some big pop or R&B hits, or will it be crazy because he just spit bars?
It can't be that.
It ain't gonna be that, right?
I mean, that's not his audience. You know every.
So he
album,
just gonna make big songs,
Which is what he's been doing the past decade.
and he's
Yeah.
gonna sprinkle in underground rap.
and he gonna put in
Right.
some bars.
So
here and there.
basically, we saying that it's like you said, it ain't no. It's just gonna be what it is.
And we'll appreciate it.
And we'll appreciate it. It's
gonna be great.
Yeah, but he's not gonna drop even though what he needs to do for us to be like, nah, is he needs to drop that one crazy album to be the blueprint, the King's Disease or the Illmatic, but he's not gonna do
You
that.
gotta
You're not
understand,
gonna do
we
that.
viewing this as male hip hop, people that love hip hop.
Right.
He's not that no more.
He's not that.
He's
really
not
don't got
wrong that.
I don't know
Other
if he
than
ever
his
been that.
But he wants it, like we said. We
Well,
feel
other
like
than
he
his
wants
own
it, but he's
need
not.
for like that hip hop respect, he has no reason to even do that.
Exactly.
Like, at all.
So
It
we all.
literally don't benefit Drake to try to.
It only
drop a
benefits him
full-
if he wants that
If you
respect.
want to take that, if you want to take that
Hip hop
take the
respect.
crowd. If you want to take the crowd,
And that's what we saying.
but the album is called.
Certified Lover Boy.
You already know.
So here's the question: what are we looking for from him?
Nothing.
I ain't looking for
We ain't looking for nothing.
Yeah.
The question is, what does he want?
The question is, what does he want? I think that's a good way to end it right there.
What does he want?
What does he want, man? Drake is just that big.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
Stay tuned.
That record hard.
Yeah.
This was a different breakdown today. It was, Scary Hours 2, Drake. Like you said, we can't put the man in the box. Man, what does he want? Man, we salute you, Drake. Stay tuned.